Hey everyone, we got a beautiful late Sunday afternoon. I think it's about 3:30 or maybe 4. We're down again at New Roxana, New Burlington Road. Little train depot here. So a lot of people out. There's the beautiful gravel pit lake. It's real pretty over there. Been hiking and living down here for 35 plus years. So I just want to show you this Buckeye tree here. It's one of the only one I know of in the area that has produces, I call them big eye Buckeyes. They're much bigger than normal. They got a bigger eye and they're just a much larger Buckeye. There's just a few on it this year. It's not going to be much. Maybe there might be 100 of them left. It didn't produce much. Here's a picture of them up close there. So that's probably about a 1.25 inches, 1.5 inches. So you can see the eye on it. I call it the eye. How big that is. So there's my finger. So yeah, it's 1.25 inches or so, much bigger than a standard Buckeye. So if you're ever down here in the fall, keep an eye out. This is the tree. It's the first tree. The second tree, there's 2 Buckeye trees here, but the other one isn't the same kind. It doesn't produce the big eye. It does produce Buckeyes, but so this is it. And once you cross the road, you pass the depot and this little storage barn. It's the first Buckeye tree to the right or left if you're heading towards Spring Valley. Sorry about the quick camera work, but that back that way is give you a perspective where you're at. That's Corwin, Waynesville, and then back that way is where I'm from, Spring Valley, Ohio. So also here, the PawPaw's are doing pretty good this year. This is called a PawPaw, and they grow on trees. They're a fruit that's not quite ripe right yet. It needs another week or 10 days or something, 7 to 10 days, maybe less. But they're up in the trees. They usually grow on the mature pawpaw trees. So I took a bite out of it. That's what that is. So that's called a pawpaw. It grows on trees. Native Americans liked it quite well. So maybe you may or may not know what that is. Let me know in the comments. So, and let me know if you know another tree that produces Buckeyes that large. The whole tree, pretty much every Buckeye is that big, very big. So they're just, like I said, you just see a few up in there. There's maybe 100-ish this year, so there won't be much. And once they drop, people stop. A few people know about it and stop and pick them up. So I'm gonna put them in my pocket here and try to keep them together. So, but yeah, I may ride with you a little, take you back to the pawpaw tree. It's right up the trail. Now if you go back towards Spring Valley, there's a group of pawpaws right to the right as you pass the chemical place. So I'll turn around and see if I can show you what a tree looks like real quick. If we have time, which it looks like we do. So just out. Oh, another footnote. Yesterday on my trip to Chillicothe, the electric trike, they had a controller issue, so it puff of smoke and went out on me. So not a good situation. So I stripped it down and rebuilt it, just a pedal bike. So that's where we're at there. So no more electric on this one, but the other 2 are electrified. I may ride them a little bit here as the season, but this is my non-electric setup that I rode for years. Sorry about the camera. Gotta zip up my bag so stuff don't fall out. But this one has the same wheels, a little longer cranks, and this is a real neat thing. I got it at Onyx hub, and then they engrave your name on it when you buy it. So I got my name on there, which which is kind of cool. Kugler Racing Onyx head. And the thing with it, it makes no noise. So when you're coasting, just dead silent. It's quiet, no noise. So all you hear is the wind. And so if you're really into high-tech stuff.
My brother told me that the leaves always come
Howdy.
over.
Howdy.
There's a ton of them.
So let me now follow these people up the road here. I'm trying to button my pocket so the Buckeyes don't fall out. So pardon me a minute. Tough to do with one hand, especially my bad hand. Well, I'll pedal and see if I can get to the pawpaw tree without them rolling out of the... My legs are really propped up with these cranks, so yeah, we're heading up across Roxana, New Burlington Road here. So yeah, just a gorgeous day. Mid-80s, sunny, no chance of rain. So we'll go back here and show you all pawpaw tree, what they look like, so you know what to look for. And they're very distinct once you get familiar with the leaf on it. I showed in the Chillicothe video one or two of them. I showed, didn't show any fruit like today, but if I get a chance, I'll zoom in on some fruit. There's some fruit in these next trees. So. Yeah, getting down to the last few rides for me because work starts to add up. The weather gets bad, the time shortens up. So, yeah, I'm still working, unfortunately. Or fortunately, depends how you look at it. So, I'm thankful to be able to work still. And so, looking forward to slowing up a little bit maybe. And if I get to the Philippines, do something else. That's where this YouTube channel, I'm trying to get off the ground for me and my wife to help us out with our finances and my, health and everything with Parkinson's. It's not good, so I'm limited to what I can do nowadays. Sometimes it's 25 to 75%. That's why I was riding the electric so much, but I try to make the most of it. Some days are better than others. I think I've had it for about 4 or 5 years. Yeah, here's the tree. So, but just up from the Buckeye tree. Gotta get off the bike. So we just come up about a quarter mile from the Buckeye tree from Roxana, New Burlington Road. And I'll show you a close-up. Here's what a pawpaw tree looks like. That's a leaf. Pardon the hand shaking, but it's about as big as my hand, so I'd say it's a good 6-8 inches long. Probably closer to the 8-inch. I'll see if I can zoom in. My camera zooms, so bear with me a minute. I'll see if there's fruit up there. Let me see, I'll figure out where it is there. Zoom in on it. There. See it? That's a pawpaw and a pawpaw tree. And they grow in trees like this where it's about, this one here is probably 25, 30 feet high. So, yeah, they're mature trees. Now, let me come back down so it doesn't drive you batty. Now here's a little pawpaw tree, and they all have the same leaves on them, so you can see. Now there will not be any in that because it's not an old enough tree. But when there's a little tree, there's big trees. So, and right there's one, two big ones there, and a couple not quite so big. They're about 15, 20 feet high as well. But yeah, there's some pawpaws. I may see if I spot another one for you, but yeah, there might be a half a dozen to a dozen on the tree, just depends. And usually September, maybe early October, they're ripen up. Like I said, this particular tree, they're not quite right. Oh, here's some more. I'll see if I can zoom in here and show you. I gotta locate them in the camera. So bear with me here. I'm struggling to. Here, see, there's three. There's 2 or 3 on the left, and one hidden behind that leaf. So yeah, this tree may have about a dozen in there. So that's the pawpaws. If I can get down here real quick, I'll show you something kind of cool. At least I find it's interesting. I got a few minutes of video. There's some nettles, and you know what that is. They kind of itch you. Let's see if I can get down here real quick while we have a few more minutes on the film. There's a nettle, if you don't know what that is. So they have little nettles, and they really give you a rash pretty quick. I'll jump down here. Pardon me. Anyhow, I think maybe it's on this other side. Let me look over here. This is a railroad tunnel under a little creek where it flows through. And it has a date on here. I always forget. It'd be cool to get that on video. Somewhere there's a date. Let me find it. But anyhow, it's cool. It's very neat how they laid it out, made it and stuff, and to consider they made that, 75 years ago. There's a date here. I'm not sure why it's plain as the nose on my, oh, here it is. I don't know if you can make that out. 1864. See it? It's pretty cool. So it's well over 100 years old. It's when they made this trestle and put the train in here in Spring Valley. So 1864, I thought it was 19 something, but 1864, so you have to do the math on that. 175-ish years old, so darn near 200. So yeah, it's pretty cool. So there it is. If you ever get here, it's right next to the pawpaw trees. So that's interesting. I kept thinking it said 19. It's like I said, it's kind of hard to see unless you know where it's at. But that's the creek bed and stuff. And to think that in 1864 that they all the work, and because that's probably all hand done and stuff. So yeah, they didn't have a lot of machinery back then. See if I can shimmy up the bank here. So anyhow, bear with me here. Well, I may just finish up the talk down here. I only got another minute, but this creek goes down to the Little Miami in about a half a mile at the most. You can follow this right into the Little Miami. I used to have a rope swing down there, so yeah, been hiking and hanging out here for a long time, so really like it, but have a desire to see something new, and with my wife being from the Philippines and kids there and all that, it would be quite a new adventure. And plus my health, as I have mentioned before, there's quite a few more pawpaw trees there right in front of me. So they just grow in the older sections, and if you see a section that's heavily wooded, and kind of look for that long big leaf. And in September, early October. So you got to be pretty sharp on them. So some trees in different areas will be ripe sooner than others. So if you fiddle, you miss out. Same with the Buckeyes. They'll all fall off from the animals, or somebody will get them. Well, thanks for watching. I'm going to climb out of here. Thank you.